Today I would like to talk about hydroponics, right? I have two desktop hydroponics and one tower. Now, for people starting off in hydroponic, I would tell you to buy the desktop. It's a lot easier than handling the tower because the desktop hydroponics comes with covers, they come with grow domes, they come with net cups, they come with sponges, they come with fertilizer, they come with everything you need to start growing. When you get a tower, you don't get the net cups, you don't get the sponges, you don't get the fertilizer, you don't get the covers to cover the growing holes, and algae can form when it's not covered, right? So unless you know what you're doing with hydroponics, I would, tell you to start off with the desktop. It's a lot easier, it's a lot better, right? I couldn't get caps for my to cover my growing spaces on my tower, so I ended up covering them with foil so algae doesn't start growing into my tower, because I don't have a plant in every hole. I have 30 holes and I do not have a plant in every one because I'm not sure what I want to plant in there. It grows very big, whatever I plant in that tower. It grows huge, right? So I figure that I'll probably do my herbs and lettuce in there, right? Maybe I had a cucumber that I grew at the bottom that grew huge, right? So yeah, I probably would do that. My herbs and lettuce and spinach and kale in the tower garden. Now, as for the two desktop that I have herbs in there also, and I have cabbage and stuff, but I don't let the cabbage go to a head. I'll cut the leaves before and cook the leaves, right? Because the leaves grow so big before it reaches a head. So anyway, I moved the cabbage, I believe, to my tower, so I have both of them in my tower. So I say that to say, with the desktop hydroponics, I use them, okay, before it was hard for me to start seedlings. I don't know what the problem was. I could start cucumbers because cucumbers start like very easy. Those are the easiest seeds to start, right? Cucumber. But any other things than that as seedlings, it's hard for me to start it. I don't know why. So once I got the hydroponics and I put it in the hydroponics, it was easy. Everything started in the hydroponics. It grew big to a point where I wanted to transfer it. When you transfer from your hydroponic to dirt, you have to, you can't put it in direct sunlight. You have to put it in the shade for a couple of days, like almost a week, before you start slowly introducing it to sun. If it needs full sun, you keep it, like I said, in the shade for a little bit, a couple of days or 3-4 days, and slowly start bringing it out from full shade to partial shade, and then into full sunlight, gradually, because it'll die if you just take it from your hydroponic straight into sunlight. But you can grow seeds that are very hard to start in the hydroponic. I love starting seeds in my hydroponics because I'm a person that will start the seeds and forget about them. In the hydroponic, it doesn't matter. You can start them, forget about them. It has the light, it has the water, it has everything it needs. So when it grows to a certain point, you just transfer it out into dirt, right? Put it in a shaded area and then slowly move it towards the sunlight. Not a problem. So I say that to say those $4 or $5 or whatever they cost, those little seedlings. Some, I think it's Burpee, I think the company's called. I'm not even sure of the name of this. They do the most seeds starters, and they have a wide variety of starters, right? Little small transplants, right? They have wide variety of transplants. Well, now I don't even have to worry about spending not even $1 on transplants. All I need is the seed. I could start it up in my hydroponic. It's real easy. Anyone who has problems with starting seeds or have seeds that are hard to start. If you start them in the hydroponic desktop, yeah, you'll have more success, a whole much more success than you would if you put it in dirt. I tried to start calamine. I think that's the way you sell it. Calamine, for calamine tea. I tried to start it as a seed. It started to grow, but it knocked over. It didn't do well. It died. I put it in my, let me show you. I had put it in my, it went to bloom. So the blooms are now dying off. But it went to bloom into my hydroponics. I took it out and I put it in dirt. And yeah, here it is, right? Dill. I did the same thing with my dill plant. My dill plant right here. I just cut the dill plant because it was too tall, and I stuck the cut-ins in here, hoping that it'll grow. So we'll see. But yeah, this was started in my hydroponics, and now I have it growing out in the dirt. I say that also to say, if you like plants, okay, so if you want more than one plant, it's easy to start 2 and 3 in the hydroponics. Keep one in the hydroponics and keep one out here. I do both, or I go back and forth. If I find that it's getting unmanageable in the hydroponics, I might split the plant. If I could split it, put half in the dirt, and leave half in the hydroponic to grow. When I say split it, it's like mint you can split, calamine you can split, because I split that one. I still have the other half in my hydroponics. Certain plants you can split. Split it by the roots and put half in the hydroponics and half in dirt. Some of them you can't split, so they don't multiply that way, and you'll have one plant, so you can probably put that in dirt and start another seedling. It grows pretty fast in the hydroponics. 2 weeks you start seeing it sprout up. Within 5 days it usually starts sprouting up. 3, 4, 5 days, right? I don't know why it's so fast, but yeah, I like it. So I've seen, you know what, it was worth the investment, my desktop hydroponics. Now if you want a tower, the tower is for more advanced people in hydroponic, I would say. It's less space consuming. You can grow plants on it. You still would have to, like any garden, whether it's hydroponic or outside in the dirt, you still have to prune and maintain the plants in the garden, right? And that's what I do with my hydroponics. I will move plants around. I will cut some down, prune it, and then you have to fertilize it. You have to make sure that you don't put too much fertilizer in it. That's why it's best to start off with the desktop, so that you'll know, how much fertilizer, follow the instructions. But sometimes when you follow the instructions, you might still over fertilize your plant. Look at your plant, see what the reaction is. You'll know if you have too much fertilizer in, because if you put the fertilizer in and the edges of the leaves started to get brown, you have put too much fertilizer in. You need not put any more. Just water it, keep giving it water until it start going back to normal. Then you can go ahead and start again with less fertilizer. Put less fertilizer in. And certain plants need more than others. So when you're planting in a hydroponics setup, just be aware that some plants takes more nutrients than others. So that's another reason, if you have 2, you can switch them back and forth from one hydroponic to the other. You have a lot of tall roots and some that hasn't sprouted, or they're sprouted and they're very small. And you could put the small either on one side of your hydroponics, or you could put it in another hydroponics and put the bigger ones in the other one, right? So there's many ways and advantages. My special advantage also is lettuce. I like lettuce, and growing it in the hydroponic is good because I live in 10B, maybe 11 zone, and we're in summer now, so lettuce will bolt quickly out here. It will bolt quickly. So when you have it inside with the air conditioner around 70 and you have it in your house, you know, in an environment where it gets light, gets water, gets nutrition, it's going to grow, and you can have lettuce all through the summer. And when it comes back around to winter where it gets up in the 70s again, maintains that 70 level all winter, you can go ahead and start growing your lettuce outside again. So the hydroponic is good for people in hot climates and people in cold climates, because when you're in the cold climate and you can't grow outside, you can grow inside in your hydroponic. If it gets too hot up there and your lettuce start bolting, you can still grow inside in your hydroponics and you'll be fine. Certain plants that bolt quickly, you can grow inside of your hydroponics. And if they do bolt and you can't catch it before it bolts to snap off that bud, then collect the seeds so you'll have more seeds for when you're ready to plant again. Right? So I say that to say hydroponics is very good. It's even good if you have small seeds for, let's say, mulberry bush, blackberry seed, whatever. You put it in the growing sponge and put it in the net pot and put it in there. It'll start it off quickly for you so that you can get it growing faster. Instead of paying $13 for a little tree or $20, whatever the tree costs, you can get the seeds and grow them quickly in the hydroponics, right? So I say that to say the hydroponics is really good investment. So you might want to look into it. Thank you for joining me. I will show you pictures of my hydroponics as soon as we, add it to this video. All right, so have a great day, and I'll see you again. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.